Monte Creek Ranch Winery is an experience, first and foremost. It's a place that people can gather, kick back, relax, have fun, learn. The support for Monte Creek Ranch has been tremendous. We've grown exponentially in just a short few years. We're already up to 15,000 cases and the sky's the limit. The building itself is reflective of the region in an era gone by. So it's a mission schoolhouse style building. The architecture is quite simple and reflective of that era. The Campanile Bell Tower is an easily recognizable beacon for gathering, indicative of lots of mission-style buildings in this region. The usage of materials, the concrete, the wood, the metal, the glass, quite simple in form and very reflective of the era gone by. When you walk into the tasting room, you'll be greeted by smiling faces and our custom chandelier hanging from the ceiling. We used aluminum to form lassos and acrylic spurs that hang down, all brought together by the acoustic cork panels on the ceiling.
I really think the Kamloops region as a whole is extremely promising. We've actually got a lot of calcium in our soil, and calcium can be found in some of the world's most famous vineyards. Burgundy, Bordeaux would be prime examples where there's a lot of calcium. We're sitting in the lake bed of an ancient glacial lake, and it left all these amazing mineral deposits, which lends itself to grapes that are very disease resistant. I mean, terroir is this wonderful, all-encompassing aspect of the climate. It's the wind, it's the type of soil, it's what's growing around your vineyard. And understanding your terroir, I think, is the most important thing in making great wines. You know, we'll have a number of these custom tanks that we had handcrafted in Germany for us. If they came in at harvest from the tasting room, they'd be able to see grapes being processed from the literal grape material being processed into juice, and then within the winery itself, they'd be able to watch the fermentation process as juice becomes wine.
The unique aspects here is the combination of the cattle operation with the grapes. That's fairly unique in BC. We also have bees on the property, and so we're able to offer quite a wide range of different agricultural processes here on the ranch.
Black Angus is a cattle breed used a lot for meat production. It has good muscle to bone ratio. And there's certain cuts, leaner cuts in the hip area that you can use that are really conducive for jerky, which is nice and lean, no connective tissue and stuff like that. So cleaned up the muscles to a spot where we could get a nice even slice on it. And we make an in-house marinade on it and cure it and then rack it all up, put it in our nice state-of-the-art smokehouse and dry it to a point where it's nice and palatable yet nice and shelf stable as well.
The hive consists of a brood box, which is the bottom box. This is where the queen lives and lays her eggs, and the workers and the drones all exist in that bottom hive. The supers are the boxes above the hive, and they are there for the collection of honey. Bees are interested only in the nectar and the pollen. Their main reasons for being here is because of the hascaps. They flower early in March, and we have the bees close at hand to make sure that the pollination is complete.
We have a very arid and dry climate here, boasts over 2,000 hours of sunlight. We have a tremendous growing season with very little precipitation. We irrigate from the South Thompson River that rushes through our vineyards. A lot of times of the year full of salmon. Part of our selection process and what grapes we plant, we've elected to grow some unique varieties such as Marquette as a red grape or Le Crescent as a white grape. We think they have tremendous flavor profiles and just add more tools to the already deep toolkit here in British Columbia of wines that pair really well with food. There's a lot of rugged beauty here, the wild sage, the bighorn sheep, the bald eagles flying around. Very important to us to embrace the frontiersmen, the early settlers, the prospectors used to run these plains generations ago and built a hotel on the railway where Bill Miner boarded a train once upon a time in 1906 and performed what is known today as the last Canadian train robbery. We work quite closely with organizations such as the Kamloops Museum, the Archives departments to ensure that our storytelling is authentic and accurate. Historians that speak of Bill Miner as a gentleman bandit or a gentleman train robber and say that he coined the phrase, "put your hands up." Sort of a nice guy as he robbed you. Monte Creek Ranch is a simple expression of place and purpose, a way of marking settlement. It's a historic site. We work hard, hence the name Monte Creek Ranch.